Hello everyone. I just want to tell you about my weekend because I just think it's so amazing. For one thing, like last weekend, it was so great because it was Memorial Day weekend and I got to spend some one-on-one time with Phil for like 3 whole days for the most part, and it was just amazing. But then we also had, so then this weekend was also so amazing because first of all, on Saturday morning we went to another town near here in Albion, and we were able to film with another company and be in a movie. And it was just really cool because, you know, we have a couple of friends that were in the movie, and so we got to see them, and so that was exciting. And you know, we're friends because we were in a movie together, and then they were in one of my movies, and now we get to be in a movie again, so it's just really exciting. And we were in the first scene, and you know, and that was it. I mean, we could have left after that, but they were going to have another scene that they were going to film, and they said we can stay and watch if we want to, so we did. And then, you know, so we had to wait a long time because we were waiting for somebody to show up, and then when that person showed up, we were able to start filming that scene. So, you know, this all took a lot longer, and we already had plans, Phil and I, to go visit a coffee shop when we were done. So when we were done, we went to go visit a coffee shop, and it's called the Fox Den. It's really cute. So if you ever find yourself in Albion, oh, so delicious. I ordered a not a cortado, a breve. So breve, I ordered breve, which it's really weird that you say breve because there's no accent. So to me it's brev, but I don't know. Anyway, if you know how to pronounce it, why don't you put it in the comment section? Because no coffee shop that I've seen so far has ever put the accent. And I would think if it was breve, it would have an accent, but I am not, you know, I don't have a degree in English grammar, you know, or whatever. So put it in the comment section. What do you think is how it's pronounced? But it was so cool because, I mean, we just wanted to check out the coffee shop, and I ordered breve, Phil ordered a smoothie, and we both ordered like some kind of coffee cake type thing. Like I ordered blueberry coffee cake, and he ordered some blueberry something else. And it was really good, but I think mine was better, and so I'm glad I ordered what I ordered. But there was a college student there, and she asked if she could interview us because she was working on a school project. And so we said yes, and so she interviewed us, and it was so cool because I can't remember what she asked me, but I was able to tell her about my video that I just did talking about forgiveness. And you know, I was able to tell her how it's just so important to forgive people, because if you allow that resentment to build up inside of you, it can really play an emotional toll on your social and mental, not social, maybe, but mental well-being, and then that turns into physical, and it can have a lot of pain with it. And so it's really important to forgive people. And you know, that was what I was trying to talk about in the video about forgiveness. Is it's just so important to forgive people, because you know, when you hold that in, you just get more and more bitter. I saw a post on Facebook that said something like you know, when you've been wronged, just because they're family doesn't mean you forgive them. I don't know if that's exactly how it went, but I'm like, no matter if they're family, friends, whatever, forgiveness is important. And I know in some situations it's really hard for people to forgive. I understand. You know, sometimes it may take time. I mean, you know, when you allow space between your hurt, after a while you might be ready to forgive. Maybe not right away, but maybe eventually. And so, you know, so it was really exciting for me to be able to tell her about my video. Well then it turns out her younger brother is in the movie that we're in. I mean, how is that? It's so amazing. The timing was so amazing. We could have gone to the coffee shop earlier, and she might have been there. I don't know. But I just feel like the timing was so great. And then, so when we got back to Fort Wayne, then we went to the Arab Festival, and we got to meet up with some friends, and it was just so cool because, you know, we've known these people for a long time, but we haven't really been able to like really hang out and get to know each other. And that's what we were able to do at the Arab Festival, is like, just hang out and talk about different stories and share tips and stuff, from gardening to cooking and whatever, and it was just really, really cool to share that experience, with them. And, that's what I really want for this YouTube channel. I don't really have aspirations to grow to be like, a big time speaker, or, I love public speaking, but it also is very nerve-wracking, and so I don't really have goals to become famous or whatever, but what I would really love is to create a community where people feel comfortable sharing about themselves. I mean, it would be great. I have a Facebook group, so if you wanna join that, I usually share scriptures in the Facebook group, and I have a page. So it's called Faith Forward, a podcast for encouragement. It's a page and a group, so whatever you feel comfortable doing. The pollen is so bad right now, so excuse me. But I'm also really excited because I'd really like to find some kind of platform where I can create a community of people, believers, maybe non-believers, I don't know. And they're just really, really comfortable sharing experiences that they've had, like I just shared with you, and we can support them. I would love to join a group that's already started, but the experience that I've had in the past is, a lot of times in a group, there's people that have already known each other for a while, and so they have this bing, 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 back and forth to each other, and everybody else kind of gets left out, or at least me, and so I worry about joining, because I've tried that in the past, and it's like, I could write something, nothing, no response, and then, and then people will come later and like talk, and they kind of ignore me, which, I can understand they don't really know when it was posted. A lot of people don't scroll back. I scroll back. I always scroll back. Even on Snapchat, and Snapchat, I have a group right now where we're kind of chit-chatting like that, and it's really cool, and so that's kind of what I want. So if you're on Snapchat, you can join that. I am Faith Forward. I think it's Faith_forward. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description of my Snapchat if you want to be, if you want to join my group, just let me know. And so we've been like sharing different things, and they've been responding, and I've been trying to respond to what they post, so it's really cool to just be able to communicate like that. And that's what I want for this channel, is to just create a place where people are looking for companionship, and just friendship, and can share stories and exciting things that has happened to them. So then yesterday, which was Sunday, we attended Taste of Korea. So it was like a Korean festival, and our friends were also there, and so we got to chat some more, and that was really cool, and the food was so good. Oh man, I ordered, I don't know what it's called, I can't remember, I'll have to look at my picture, but it was like this barbecue beef type thing, and it came with eggs and white rice, and then I also ordered tea, like a bubble tea. I hate the bubbles. I was going to tell her not to put the bubbles, but I forgot, so I had to eat the bubbles. I hate the bubbles. They're not nasty, I just don't like them. It's so annoying, because like I take a drink and then I have to chew, and then swallow. And so I don't like the bubbles. So I forgot to tell her no bubbles, but it's all good. It was super good. And so, but anyway, I was just so excited about this weekend, because I just feel like it was so amazing and such a blessing. This weekend was such a blessing. And I was thinking I might start a series where I kind of like, if I have an amazing weekend, I'll kind of talk about it in these videos. And I'm going to start a playlist called My Amazing Weekends, or something like that, Amazing Weekends. I like My Amazing Weekend. Maybe I'll do that. My Amazing Weekend. And so if I have like a weekend like this where it was like super special, I'll make a video talking about it and then post it, and it'll be a podcast. And you can catch my podcast on YouTube Music. I do have it on Spotify, and I did have Podbean for a while, but I can't remember if I have Podbean anymore. And then there's this app called Versa. It's also on there. But those are kind of, I'm sorry, low priority, because I have to convert the audio out of my videos, and so it takes more time. So I'm sorry, but YouTube is like my #1 place where I post. So you can catch this on YouTube and YouTube Music. That's #1. Sometimes I post it on Facebook too, my messages, and so if you want to join the page on Facebook. You can catch the messages there too if you want. But I do have a lot of times problems posting on Instagram. I will try to, because I use Business Suite, and I would try to post to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. But a lot of times it will not go to Instagram. It just will not go. And I don't know why, because I don't know if it's like my camera is 4K, so I don't know if that's, I don't think I always record in 4K, but so I don't know if it's like the storage, whatever, but it will not go to Instagram. And so it's not always on Instagram. YouTube is like my number one priority, so if you really want to catch anything, it's got to be on YouTube. The other ones, like, I don't like Facebook, and I don't really, like, I like Facebook and I like Instagram for the most part, but for the most part I really don't like them, because I feel like a lot of things that I can do on YouTube is so much easier than it is on Facebook. So so those are not my priorities, but my priority is YouTube. So with that being said, I'm going to end this podcast now because it is the end, and I will see you in my next podcast. Bye bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.